beautiful women tended to fall at the feet of the French screen idol Alain Delon. This French actor, known for his striking good looks and intense performances, has had a storied career spanning over 6 decades. Alongside his cinematic achievements, fans and the media alike have often been curious about his personal life, particularly his relationships. While Delon has had many high-profile relationships throughout his life, his current girlfriend holds a special place in his heart, causing this 88-year-old actor to admit publicly, for the first time, that this is the true love of his life. Alain Delon was born on November 8, 1935, in Sceaux, France. He began his career as a model before transitioning to acting, quickly rising to fame in the 1960s. Known for his roles in films such as Purple Noon, The Leopard, and The Swimming Pool, Delon became a prominent figure in European cinema. His piercing blue eyes and chiseled features made him a heartthrob, and he has remained a cultural icon for generations. From the outset, Delon's life was far from easy. His parents' divorce and the subsequent years spent in a foster family created a challenging environment that could have easily derailed a less determined individual. However, these early hardships only served to forge Delon's character, instilling in him strength and determination that would later define his career and personal life. These qualities were pivotal in helping him navigate the often treacherous waters of the film industry, eventually leading him to become one of the most revered figures in cinematic history. Delon's entry into the world of cinema came in the 1950s, a time when the French film industry was undergoing a significant transformation. Although his early roles garnered some attention, it was his performances in the 1960 films Purple Noon, Plein Soleil, and Rocco and His Brothers, Rocco e I Suoi Fratelli, that catapulted him to international stardom. These films showcased not only his striking good looks, but also his extraordinary acting ability, cementing his status as a symbol of masculinity and undeniable charm. Delon's portrayal of complex, often morally ambiguous characters resonated with audiences around the world, making him an icon of his era. Delon's influence extended beyond his acting career. He was also a successful filmmaker, having tried his hand at directing, screenwriting, and producing. This desire to explore all aspects of the film industry is a testament to his multifaceted talent and his relentless pursuit of artistic excellence. His work behind the camera was just as impressive as his work in front of it, demonstrating his deep understanding of the art of cinema. In 1984, Delon was awarded the César Award for Best Actor for his role in the film Our Story, Notre Histoire, a recognition that solidified his status as one of France's greatest actors. This accolade was not just a reflection of his talent, but also a validation of his enduring contribution to French cinema. Reflecting on his career while accepting the Palme d'Honneur, Delon said emotionally, "When I started my career, I knew that the hardest thing was to last, and I lasted for 62 years. Now I know that the hardest thing is to leave because I know I'm going to do so." However, Delon's appeal extended far beyond his physical appearance. Beneath his handsome exterior lay a profound depth, which he masterfully brought to life in his more dramatic roles. His ability to convey a wide range of emotions, from brooding intensity to tender vulnerability, allowed him to create characters that were not only believable, but also deeply relatable. Despite his professional success, Delon's personal life was often marred by scandal and controversy. Alain Delon has had a tumultuous love life, marked by relationships with some of the most glamorous women of his time. From his early romances to his long-term partnerships, Delon's relationships have often made headlines. He has been linked to actresses such as Romy Schneider, Mireille Darc, and Anne Parillot, each of whom played a significant role in his life. His passionate affairs and dramatic breakups have kept the public fascinated. Throughout his life, Alain Delon has expressed his thoughts on love and relationships in various interviews. He has often stated that love is a complex emotion that requires patience and understanding. Delon believes that true love is not just about passion and attraction, but also about companionship and support. Speaking of women he loved and left, we have a long, long story behind. Starting with Romy Schneider. When received the question, "Why has Romy Schneider played such an important role in all the women in your life?" Delon answered, "Because she was my first love." The love story between Romy Schneider and Alain Delon lasted 5 years. The two first met at Orly Airport in 1958, just before starting filming their first movie together, Christine. He called her the love of my life after her tragic death in 1982. Alain Delon wrote a letter to Romy after she died from a broken heart, 24 years after they met. It was published in Le Match in French. The second woman who appeared in the life of this man is Nico. Nathalie Delon is the only woman Alain Delon ever married. However, the marriage lasted only 4 years, and their relationship ended in 1969. His longest relationship was with Mireille Darc, a model-turned-actress and documentary maker. Dalida, the pop diva, a massive international singing star in the 1960s and 1970s, had a fling with Delon, her next-door neighbor, when she arrived in Paris in 1956 with nothing but her Miss Egypt crown. Then, Delon met the Dutch model 21 years his junior, named Rosalie van Bremen, while making a music video in 1987. They had 2 children, but split acrimoniously in 2001. Throughout his life, Alain Delon has expressed his thoughts on love and relationships in various interviews. He has often stated that love is a complex emotion that requires patience and understanding. Delon believes that true love is not just about passion and attraction, but also about companionship and support. As he aged, Delon's presence on screen became less frequent, but his influence on cinema remained as strong as ever. Unfortunately, his later years were marked by health challenges. In 2019, Delon suffered a stroke, and in the years that followed, he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. Despite these setbacks, Delon remained a resilient and independent individual, facing his final years with the same strength and dignity that characterized his entire life. On August 18, 2024, at the age of 88, Alain Delon passed away in his home, surrounded by loved ones. His death marked the end of an era in cinema, but his legacy as one of the greatest actors of all time will undoubtedly endure. Alain Delon will forever be remembered as a symbol of French elegance, masculinity, and cinematic excellence. His films, filled with unforgettable performances, will continue to captivate audiences for generations to come. More than just an actor, Delon was an icon whose influence extended beyond the screen, shaping the very essence of what it means to be a leading man in cinema. His name will forever be associated with greatness, style, and the profound impact he had on the world of film. As we look back on his life and career, it is clear that Alain Delon was not just a star, he was a legend, and his legacy will live on in the hearts of those who continue to be inspired by his work.